the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Broncos and the Bills on Monday Night Prime Time.
Well, there is a brand new stadium starting to take shape just across the way, but for now, the action is here at Highmark Stadium in Buffalo, New York. Tonight we polish off Week 10 with a good Monday night matchup, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Buffalo Bills. Hello, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And, Charles, you take a look at the Bills entering play here. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Broncos, they come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. The shadow is starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by someone who has proved doubters wrong his entire career. MVP runner-up a season ago, Jalen Hurts.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it in the middle of the schedule. Here's Jones again on second down. Only a couple there, so he'll be brought down about the 28. Look at this Buffalo defense. Maybe this game is number 22 in the NFL against the pass Charles.
And from analyzing them and talking with their defensive coordinator, we know they have a full playbook. So look for them to mix up coverages, pressure one play, fall back the next. They'll do a lot of different things trying to confuse the offense.
Good yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Those 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Here's Hurts to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they won't take a challenge.
The kick by Gone is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-0. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And they'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. So here are the Bills now getting ready to go on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by one of the most productive QBs in the last decade. It's year 10 for the Fresno Stater now. Here's Derek Carr.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl-type season. And maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year. And with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 for the 26. They'll go again with Gibbs. And he'll get a couple up to the 29. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Throwing his car on third down. They'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he's taken down before picking up the first. That's going to flash a little spun over. An effective 7-yard third down conversion. The Bills at 4-5, a game under 500. The Chargers, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put nothing behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings them up 2nd and 10. Gibbs straight ahead. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And he's going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. You got to like what you're seeing from this offense here. The first drive, a nice sustained series to begin the game. It will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
Down to about the 45. You look at this Bronco defense, and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass. Currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this group. They're top 10 in the league against the pass. But the bottom half of the league, in sacking the quarterback, that doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group had a pressure on the QB, that easily move into the top 5.
14 yards, and the Bills will get a new 7 downs. Line of scrimmage to 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Carr. And he fires one incomplete.
What a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. This is Fant on the short completion. That is out of bounds inside the 30. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Carr. They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. He had to fit that in a pretty tight window over the middle. And Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes you're fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone, but was in the wrong spot for the QB.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And that is incomplete.
Hang up a man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think?
Absolutely just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. 2nd down. Here's Hurts. That's going to be caught by Kirk. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they're really too important.
And that's what you count on. You know, like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series, they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, he's got a man complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So we turn to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is, because he understands how to get open in key situations.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Throwing is Hurts. Quick throw there is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
You want the defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right, they did something to disrupt that timing.
The left side completion to Jones. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down. On now, the former Vol, Michael Pilardi. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it because what's that old malaprop? If they come to a point in the road, take it.
Dobbins barely fumbles. And he's going to have it go his first down as he gets us up past the 30 to the 32.
That ball is not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them up.
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. Oh, one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage. But I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite third and long on the horizon. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Credit the sack to Leighton Vander Esch.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say, when you have obvious passing situations. Hard to vary it up and fool the defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Denver's offense ready to go again. 4-4, their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wonder just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. From the 35, here's 2nd and 2. As they've got it as we resume action. First throw caught by Olave. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Olave with his first grab, and he also has a first down. Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Jones. 4 yards there on the carry, gets it back to 2nd and 11.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Burks. And the timing a bit offense out as Howard falls to the ground.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It involves excellent timing from everyone on the offense. And a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
Eluding the pressure right. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
On 4th down, Mike This is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. That's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive silver lining, you know.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. Another run for Gibbs here. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Decided to hand it off that time on the one-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
And right side, they're going to go option here. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down. Now they'll throw with Carr. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hawkinson. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. Shotgun now for Carr. Throw right side, going to be complete to the ground. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. To throw, it's Carr. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on a big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay to get it out on the shoulders, get him wide. Gives you a pick up a holding corner.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Now Carr. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Romeo McQuarrie shooting in there and dropping it for the sack.
If you rank 1 from the bottom in statistics, that's usually not good in this league. And this team, 1 from the bottom in sacks, but somehow they got 3 in this game. What's going on?
I know they're 31-32. They better be careful. They're going to be top 30 in the league.
Not many goals just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
A good kick, 48 yards. 4 on the return. And the Broncos take over 1st down and 10. In motion right, Olave. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead he gave up the middle. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. That'll be second down. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Not a ton of room available on that, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
They'll run the ETN. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. Now during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be, but still all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Kudos for the defense from me on that one because they were prepared to for him to try to escape and hit him for more yards running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
Toward the sideline, intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and the Bills are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. After getting stopped on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And off now to Gibbs. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. To throw his car. A quick throw, but incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Now Carr. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He's been a busy man here this 1st half as he gets it away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Hurts throwing, holding by Hilton. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. On 1st down, Hurts. He goes right back the way of Hilton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. This is caught by Hilton. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage. It's showing by the last play.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Steps away to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. Hurts sets up to throw it. So that means they're down to 1. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down. So let's sort this out.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defensive end.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And it was Chris Olave who finished things off with a touchdown. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bills offense now for one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's hopping it at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Now Carr throwing on second down. He gets us out wide to Gibbs. And he gets us out across the 35 before it's out of bounds. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. The final shot here before half for Carr. There's Carr on down. And we'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead in the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin out in the Windy City of Chicago. And those two are tied up as they play the second quarter. From there, we're out to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. 10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. And this fielded right at the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively. CD down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is going at them. Now they know about the plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all your points back on one drive. But get started on it. Start chopping into that lead. And maybe they'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
And they're moving up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up the first down. Keep the sticks moving.
He goes right side. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Gibbs, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big letdown defensively. They had him stopped behind the line, but the face mask going to bail the offense out.
And the hand does not have to be up there for too long. Just a little bit of a grab is going to be enough to give the call and the 15 yards against them.
Here's Carr. Touchdown, Bills. Rondell Robinson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills are back within a score. So it took them a little while, Charles, but now they have their first points of the game, and they come here in this third quarter.
And more often than not, Brandon, when that happens, you find yourself down 21, 28 points and not really with a lot of hope. But with that touchdown, they're right back in this game.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown catch from Wandale Robinson. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. So now we'll look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back. Maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that momentum stays in your camp.
Still a couple yards short of first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. They'll try and run for it, Jones. And he will have the first down as they get into the ground at the 37. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball-controlled football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Hurts throw here complete into the hands of Hurts. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination. Guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8. Ball on the 39. Here's second down and 2. Now Hurts going to keep it running off. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. Here's Hurts to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. And the Bills are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. So this offense moving the ball around, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the third quarter. But now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
And here come the Bills. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Now after the INT, it's Carr. Throw caught by Raymond. And you're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pick up there at 22. On first and 10, here's Gibbs. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Well, you hate that defensively. They had him pretty well corralled, but the face mask, that obviously changes things.
Yeah, it's a bit frustrating because you feel like you did everything right. You had him stop, but the hand gets up just a little too high, and the natural inclination is to hold on, and that's going to get called every time.
On play action, it's Carr. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they take possession of the football and have it at their 36-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't it?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime you didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is. Just what you're talking about, training him to understand. This is the amount you have. Make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
They'll send Kirk in motion right. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, but instead, hand off up the middle. And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. Motion man left is Kirk. On 2nd down, ETN once more. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see how spotted right in midfield at the 50. 42 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Up the middle, Jones. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your...
He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Broncos. Christian Kirk, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are able to widen their advantage. We know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your turkey bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Gold able to tag on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gold now to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You're trailing by double digits. Remember the last time out? They fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They have to be careful not to go so hard in doing that, but they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Carr now on 1st down. Going right back to Fant. Hang on now, we're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. 2nd down, 8 to go from the 28. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
He had to play for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
And he's taken down right at the 35-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up now at over 20 yards.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down, and then some.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 45-yard line. On the give, here's Gibbs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Romeo LaCroix working his way in and getting the tackle for loss. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're going a little restless here in the 2nd half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes. They can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
This passing game getting down the field. They got another first down.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield. Everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Throwing on first down, but this one lines up to be incomplete.
They certainly aren't running up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Meanwhile, Carter's throw taken in by Hawkinson here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 17 down to the 17, and it's a first down. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. Second down and 6 now. Read option. This is Gibbs. Well, they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 65 yards for him on the ground now on that. His 20th carry of the ball game. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Dobbins trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Now they'll throw with Carr. And that is Carr. Touchdown. Josiah DeGrom. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Bills have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And now things get a little more interesting here in this one. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. And their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Over the middle, complete. It's Jones. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that will bring up second down. ETN up the middle. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. This defense starting to buckle down where they need to right now. They're winning this 4th quarter. Losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score. But they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit with a big blow.
A gain of 8 and a first down.
And that pickup on the first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating defensively. You're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or take away. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Throwing is Hurts. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely. No matter what angle you're making a tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were up there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call, because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage, and it was nearly intercepted. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. A give up the middle to Dallas, and he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, and you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Got his man down. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8 and moves the chains.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on 3rd down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it, and were able to keep the drive moving.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Throwing now is Carr. His throw incomplete.
You know it's not an easy job to go and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you or knock the ball around. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have, and a pass he should have caught.
On 2nd down, a run to Dobbins. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play this time, but it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. To throw, it's Carr. And they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Now here's Michael Mixon. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Fair catch called for and taken just inside the 10-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. Now ETN to start the drive. And blocked down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 67 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Well, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
Now, this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. The offense on 3rd down the line. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 7. Hurts. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. And they bring up 4th down on the big sack on the loss of 5. Here's Michael Glory now as he's on the punt for Denver. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. are now on first down. Got an open man here. It's KJ Hamler. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it second down. From the gun, it's Carr. Open man left side. It's the tight end to blow. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He got the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw no different.
Yeah, a lot of people call it gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
A false start backs him up 5, first and 15. Now Carr. And his throw is incomplete.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his second drop, indeed, not a good look. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. A big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. What a way to wrap up the week. Now a big play. It's third down. Incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
I think it's safe to say he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Force and throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now. Plays fortune on that one. Not have another turnover on his ledger.
Working the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. And he's going to have the Bills first down. They counted a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some. Separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's first and 10 now. And he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
See if you get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. An important one here, no doubt. Third and 4. Now Carr. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the fourth.
Man, you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
Touchdown. Allen was a 15-yard touchdown. And the Bills have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter.
There it is, partner. You say it. Four finger. What does that mean?
That signifies the fourth quarter's here.
That's right. Who's going to dominate? Usually both teams are holding them up. We own the fourth quarter, what we found out so far. 2 touchdowns in here, and now they've taken the lead.
A second one putting them in front. You know what I see on the other sideline, though? It seems like they've tensed up, had that lead. They were playing not to lose it, and they lost it.
That's a great observation. When you play not to lose, you usually don't win.
Now, though, they'll have the opportunity to respond. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. So the Broncos now down 21-17. A little over a minute and a half remaining. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down. Back to throw. From the right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll get it up to the 30-yard line. They come up now on second and 2. It's thrown in the hands of Kirk. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in a row, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Hurts throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely fourth down territory. Time now on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
That caught by Hurts. And he is stopped just short on third down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. Going for it, here's ETN. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. He's back to throw. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Here's a 2nd and 7. And he'll spike it with 16 seconds remaining. This Buffalo crowd letting them have it. Third down now. Back to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Stephon Gilmore. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down there to the 20-yard line. You really have to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. And they'll indeed take a knee. That was an excellent come from behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come from behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for Buffalo, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff races. They're back to 500 at 5-5, and they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Denver, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from Buffalo.